Welcome to this explainer. Right now, let's face it, there is an absolute gold rush happening in enterprise tech. Organizations are hoarding AI hardware like it's going out of style just to power their next big initiatives. But actually managing, optimizing, and proving the ROI on that incredibly expensive hardware, well, that is an entirely different story. Today, we're taking a really close look at the Supermicro NeoCloud. It's essentially the software bridge designed to turn raw, fragmented AI infrastructure into a highly efficient automated AI factory. Let's get right into it.
Here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with the AI infrastructure challenge, then introduce the AI NeoCloud, look at core service offerings, dive into the Supermicro Software Suite, and finally wrap up with maximizing your AI ROI.
All right, Section 1, the AI infrastructure challenge. Okay, so let's dive right in and name the elephant in the room when it comes to enterprise AI investments. The reality on the ground right now, it's honestly pretty harsh. We are seeing literally millions upon millions of dollars spent on acquiring cutting-edge hardware. But, and here's the kicker, that massive capital expenditure just isn't translating into immediate measurable value. The real pain point here is that these incredibly expensive compute resources are often just sitting completely idle. They're doing absolutely nothing, while data science and development teams are stuck waiting in ridiculously long queues.
Because, the heavy lifting required right out of the gate is just immense. We're talking about the sheer financial weight of acquiring this AI hardware. It's millions spent on GPUs and advanced server racks just to get a seat at the table. The investment is huge, undeniable really, but simply buying the hardware, well, that's only step one of a very complex and frankly pretty stressful journey.
And this is exactly where the tragic irony sets in. On one hand, we've got this painfully low utilization. You have teams actively waiting, twiddling their thumbs for access while the hardware literally gathers dust. But on the other hand, there is this massive visibility gap. Who's using what? Which specific project is burning through the most compute? Nobody knows. It essentially becomes this black hole of unmonitored costs, where operations teams have zero tracking of real-time consumption.
Now, when we contrast this operational reality with the overarching business impact, the problem becomes crystal clear. Operationally, you're dealing with idle resources and manual provisioning bottlenecks that slow everything down to an absolute crawl. And from a business perspective, well, that translates to being locked into specific vendors because your infrastructure is just way too rigid. Your ROI tanks completely below expectations, and crucially, this is the big one, you're left with no clear path to actually monetize that infrastructure you just dumped millions into.
Moving right along to Section 2, introducing the AI NeoCloud. So let's pivot away from all that doom and gloom and talk about a really brilliant solution. What exactly is the AI NeoCloud? Well, think of NeoCloud as a comprehensive AI service offering. It's powered by a unified layer of Supermicro software, and its entire purpose is to abstract, manage, and monetize your AI compute infrastructure. It's basically the bridge that takes that disorganized pile of raw, idle hardware and transforms it into a highly optimized, fully automated catalog.
And the real magic happens when you break this complete service catalog down into tangible, user-facing deliverables. Because you aren't just handing your developers a raw server anymore. You're offering them a whole menu. You've got pod or cluster as a service, bare metal as a service, GPU as a service, and coming soon, model as a service for really rapid API-based deployment. It's a total game changer.
Which brings us to Section 3, Core Service Offerings.
To make this highly technical catalog super simple to grasp, let's just apply the rule of 3 to digest these key use cases. Step 1 is pod as a service. Step 2 is bare metal as a service. And Step 3 is GPU, virtual machine, or container as a service. Grouping it this way, it shows incredible flexibility. It allows a business to address multiple, totally different market demands using just one underlying architecture.
These 3 core offerings really do cover all your bases. Whether an AI team needs a dedicated cluster of racks to train some massive new model, or they need direct bare metal access for maximum, completely uncompromised performance, or hey, maybe they just need an on-demand, containerized slice of a GPU for an hour, it is all covered. Keeping this simple 3-part structure in your head really helps demystify the whole technology.
All right, let's dive into Section 4, the Supermicro Software Suite. To actually make all of this work, we have to peel back that top layer and look at the specific software heroes running quietly in the background. There are 4 primary components bringing absolute order to the enterprise ecosystem here. You've got the Automation Center for orchestration, the Director for bare metal multi-tenancy,
the Composer for crucial rack scale monitoring, and the Developer Console for self-service GPU access. Let's look a little closer at each of these. First up is SuperCloud Composer, or SCC. Think of this one as your shield and your optimizing engine. It provides unified rack scale management. It handles leak detection and thermal optimization for advanced liquid cooling setups, which is absolutely vital because literally nobody wants a melted server room. By optimizing power consumption and providing that rack scale observability, it protects your incredibly expensive GPUs and keeps operating expenses strictly in check.
Next up, we have SuperCloud Director, or SCD. Now, this is your rock-solid foundation for multi-tenant AI infrastructure. It handles zero-touch provisioning, which means you can instantly and automatically deploy bare metal servers. Plus, it ensures hard compute and network isolation. Basically, that means one team's super heavy, chaotic workload won't ever crash another team's critical project. It allows you to securely deliver top-tier hardware performance to different clients or even just internal teams in an absolute instant.
Then there's the SuperCloud Automation Center, or SCAC. This one plays a massive role in taking all that tedious manual labor out of IT. It manages seamless cluster deployment across operating systems, Kubernetes and Slurm. By providing composable automation workflows, which is basically letting you easily mix and match automated tasks, it empowers your ops team to turn custom solutions into a rapidly scalable product catalog. And that radically accelerates your time to market.
Finally, we have the SuperCloud Developer Console, or SDX. This is the part your users actually interact with, the centralized developer portal. And it's got this amazing feature, dynamic GPU slicing. This means instead of dedicating a massive, super expensive GPU to some tiny task, you can literally slice off fractions of that GPU for different users. It completely eliminates idle time and maximizes hardware performance. On top of that, it supports efficient deployment of LLM inferencing and even handles pay-as-you-go billing totally seamlessly.
And finally, Section 5, maximizing your AI ROI.
So, let's tie all these robust technical capabilities firmly back to the overarching business impact, bringing our whole narrative full circle. By implementing this management suite, you're transforming that initial, fragmented black hole of unmonitored costs into a unified, highly automated AI factory. You are achieving maximum hardware performance while simultaneously providing seamless self-service portals for your AI developers. Utilization skyrockets, and those annoying manual bottlenecks, they just disappear.
I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought. Take a real look at your current AI infrastructure. If you could instantly fraction, slice, auto-scale, and seamlessly monetize your idle AI hardware starting today, what new services, what incredible new breakthroughs would your enterprise launch tomorrow? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, keep optimizing, and I'll catch you next time.